One of the region's largest boating events is taking place on the Schuylkill.
Yes, it's the 53rd annual Schuylkill Regatta. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Ross DiMattei is live along the river with more. Ross, good morning to you.
Good morning, Howard and Jan. Yeah, the regatta is officially underway, and they couldn't have asked for better weather for this event today. It is just a picture-perfect day for late October. The races got started right around 8 o'clock this morning, and these rowers are going to be going up and down the Schuylkill until about 5 o'clock tonight, and then they're going to do it all over again tomorrow. This is one of the biggest rowing events in Philadelphia and in the entire country. So let's talk about it with an expert. Ellen Carver is here, the president of the board. And Ellen, it's just such a pleasure every year to come out to this event. This is a huge deal. I mean, you guys are expecting more than 8,000 rowers, more than 2,000 boats. What is it about this regatta, do you think, that makes these rowers want to come back every single year?
I think that the history of this regatta really brings people here because we have all ages. Our youngest rower this year is 14. The oldest is 84. They come from all over the country because we really concentrate on running a fair and safe and fun regatta on and off the river. There's lots of activities for people, and the rowing is great. The history is great, and people really want to compete because we have some of the best competitors in rowing come to this regatta. And if you're a novice, you can row against an elite rower.
You're absolutely right. I mean, some of these rowers row around the world, but they make a point to be here in Philadelphia for this regatta every single year. We got some action out on the water, so we're going to pan off and show that while I ask you this next question, which is, for anyone who's never been to a major regatta like this, what do you think is the best part or the most exciting part about being here?
That's a good question because we're a head race, which means we're a 2.5-mile race. So the rowers row against the clock, not against, not side by side. So just watching your favorite team or watching people pass each other and just getting a sense of who is on the water, and it's like, oh wow, that's so-and-so, and look, somebody else is passing them. And you can walk the entire river from Boathouse Row up to above Strawberry Mansion Bridge and see the rowers. So you have any vantage point works.
There's no such thing as a bad view here on the Schuylkill River. Not to mention, we have this beautiful backdrop of all these trees changing colors. Like I said, it's a perfect day. Ellen, thank you so much for the time and for putting on such a great event. Thank you again.
And thank you for coming. We support the city supports us, and it's important that we all get the sense of what goes on in Philadelphia. This is the largest regatta in the city, the third largest in the country, and we work with the city, we work with Sports Congress, we work with the Fairmount Park, and it's really a team. It's really a team that makes this work so perfectly.
Well, it always comes out beautifully. Thank you again for the time. Guys, we're going to check in another half an hour with one of the coaches of one of the squads who's traveled quite a ways to be here. There's a lot of folks in that boat, so we'll see you again in about a half hour. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Ross, thank you. Learned something new. I didn't know it was the biggest regatta in the city.
We have a lot of great regattas.
Yeah,
Did you hear
do.
that? That's pretty special.
All right.
Hey guys, yeah, the Schuylkill is already extremely busy. We've got rowers already making their rounds. The races are underway. They started right about 8 o'clock this morning. This is the biggest regatta in Philadelphia all year long. It's the third biggest in the entire country. We're talking more than 8,000 competitors, more than 2,000 boats, and a whole lot of fans that like to take in the action. And we have a special guest actually joining us right now, Tom Babbitt, the officer in charge for both the men's and women's crew from West Point, but you're also the head coach of the women's crew, so you're a busy gentleman, I imagine, at these events.
I am, and thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to talk. We build leaders of character, and one of the things we do is through athletics, and crew is one of those sports we do it through. And this is a great venue. As you can see from the weather out here today, it's just gorgeous. And we always love coming to this race every year. We've been coming for about 20 plus years to this regatta, and it gives the opportunity for all the skill levels we have, from the novice all the way up to our varsity programs, to compete against some of the top competitions. As you mentioned, there's so many different schools here. This is one of the largest races. This is just a great event, and we always love coming here and being part of it, and being here in Philly and just soaking in this river and this event.
I can't get over how beautiful the backdrop is and the conditions today. You've been said it yourself. You've been coming here for more than 2 decades now. How do the conditions today compare to past years?
I don't know that I've seen a more beautiful day than today. It's a little warmer than I would have expected, but it's really, with the sun out, with the minimal wind, it's perfect conditions for rowing.
And I know at your core you're a competitor, so tell me, as a team, as a crew, what are you trying to get out of this regatta and this event, knowing that you come here every year?
What we're trying to get is just the opportunity to compete against top competition, and then to give our athletes the chance to push themselves and really go out on a race where they can row but really compete and push themselves internal to the boat. And then hopefully there's a great outcome that comes from that. But really a lot of this event is how well that individual crew can perform together and set themselves up for a chance to win.
It should be an exciting weekend. Thank you so much for the time, Tom, and best of luck to your crew.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and good luck to everybody out here.
And Tom's in good company because I've been noticing there's a lot of fan bases represented here, guys. West Point and Army are among the best represented group. I don't know how you guys pull that off, but congratulations to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's just a bunch of family, and then the support for the local organizations from our Association of Graduates and a bunch of different family groups. But it's always wonderful to see Army represented with the fan base. And this is just a perfect venue to observe crew.
Well, great to have you in Philadelphia as always, and good luck this year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, guys, it should be an amazing weekend. Races are going to be going from 8 to 5 both today and tomorrow. There's also some traffic troubles. I would just avoid Kelly Drive if at all possible, but there are detours in place just in case you have to come by here. I'll send it back to you.
Great day out there on the river, right?
Beautiful.
There we go. All right, Ross, thank you so much.